So our travels continued to a country I have wanted to visit for years. Vietnam. We are jumping straight into our first full day in Ho Chi Minh and trying authentic Vietnamese food for the very first time. You okay there?
Got the spicy boy.
Spicy boy. Matti had booked a time for a custom tailor for getting a suit made for him. Getting a tailor-made suit would have been crazy expensive in Finland, so Matti was very excited about this opportunity. In this first appointment, he was choosing all the fabrics and colors and styles with the help of the tailor, and I was obviously giving my opinions as well.
Ei taskun kannalla.
The next day we had a vegan street food tour. The tour guides drove us around Ho Chi Minh to all the local hidden gems. First stop was getting a refreshing calamansi and coconut water drink, and then we got a flavorful papaya salad.
Vinegar, sugar and garlic.
We tasted banh mi, which is the famous Vietnamese sandwich with lotus seed milk. This then was some kind of banana fried in a bamboo leaf, served with coconut milk. Totally delicious. This was the most delicious soup I have ever tasted, with a kale juice, which tasted healthy, let's just say. Then we headed to a local market where the flower market apparently was open 24/7. We got some beer to refresh ourselves, and then my hands down favorite food on this tour.
And we break up the stem a little bit because it's a little bit hard to roll. And then if you're right-handed, then you use your left hand, hold it like this, with your thumb kind of towards the back.
Yeah, like that.
Hold it like that.
Okay.
And then the lettuce just on top. And then you just get the smaller ones. Wait,
Fish meat.
I forgot to tell you about this thing.
Yeah, a special one.
Smell it first.
Yeah. It's a little bit fishy.
And you can buy everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Balance this out.
Okay. Yeah, it smelled really strange.
Yeah, it's not like fish.
What was this?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
just iced tea.
Oh, okay.
Jasmine tea. So once you have all of the herbs, just grab a piece of that. Right? And how do you roll it?
Yeah.
So
You do the chopstick.
the chopstick.
To put like that and fold it a little bit like that. Take it up.
The way that I do is like this. And you just repeat it, roll it tight until you have a nice roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
I hope you love it.
At this point we were stuffed, but I still had a little bit space for dessert. I can't remember the name of this drink, but it was made of sweet mung bean paste and coconut milk, and it was incredibly good. This thing on the plate unfortunately wasn't vegan, but Matti ate it and I was too full anyway. I definitely recommend this tour, and I will link it down below because we would have never found this food on our own and gotten such an insider look at Ho Chi Minh. It was just like driving around with friends because our guides, Mark and Lucas, were super nice. Matti had finished his book and needed a new one, so then we checked out a few bookstores. This edition of Harry Potter was so satisfying. Here I'm just showing you all the books that I want to read. I didn't buy anything because I had my Kindle with me and I didn't have any space in my backpack. I think I deserve a gold star for resisting this much temptation. Näytä sitä.
Niin nyt ei paineita, mutta tehdään se käännösjuttu sitten.
Joo.
Sanoitko
sä jotain?
En sano. Siis käännyt vaan ympäri kun haluat kääntyä.
I was really in a shopping mindset, so I went to check out some thrift shops. This shop had a lot of cool t-shirts, and I was especially interested in this Bruce Springsteen one because I'm going to his concert this summer. But then I saw the price and was forced to leave it. Onks hyvä?
En mä vielä syödä.
Are you having some trouble there? The next day we started our morning with banh mi, like locals, and rushed to our tour to Ho Chi tunnels. These were the tunnels that Viet Cong soldiers used during the Vietnam War. In the bus, the tour guide was telling about the history, and he showed a documentary as well, which was basically from an American perspective. I found this a bit strange because I specifically wanted to hear the Vietnamese side of the war. Anyway, here's my lunch that the tour provided. As you can see, it was very nutritious. I was very happy. I had packed my own snacks.
50 kilometers long. In 1960, in 1948, was built in one night because when they digging tunnels, they have connect hole to.
I really enjoyed learning about the history of the tunnels, and the most mind-blowing thing was how incredibly small they were.
I almost went away. Oh, that's some extra. Everything for the picture.
Oh, she's good.
Oh, that's so evil. No, don't.
I was very confused when I tried to come up and the lid was suddenly heavy. I wanted to throw Matti into these traps, to be honest.
One falling from the ceiling. Go down. 1, 2, 3. All right. And straight attack your body.
There was also an option to shoot guns on the gun range, but the guns were bolted down and you didn't even get to reload them yourself, so we decided not to spend the extra money on that. Then we got to go to the tunnels. These are made bigger for the tourists because there was no way any of us would have fitted into the real size ones. But it was still really exciting, and as we were crawling through the tunnel, I was imagining myself to be fighting in some kind of fantasy war, as you do. Thank you. So I ordered a vegan fish, so that's a fish. Friendly. Nappaappa siitä. Suuhusi poika. Good morning. We are going to vote today for the Finnish parliamentary elections. So very exciting. Never have voted abroad before. Have you? A new experience. This is the hotel we are voting at.
This place is way too fancy for us.
There's literally a ballroom here. And this is the martini bar. None of the staff knows what's going on, so... Finally, one staff member knew what we were asking about and led us to the right place. We voted and exchanged some small talk with the Finnish embassy person. Here Matti is just writing the address on the envelope, so our votes, hopefully, were mailed safely to Finland. The Vietnamese coffee was super strong, but it was delicious, so I wanted Matti, who does not drink coffee, mind you, to try it. Go for it. Go for it. En nyt.
Saatana, sehän mulettelisi ilmat tolleen.
I ordered 2 bowls for myself, but they gave us 2, like I'm giving him something, but I'm not. Well, we are leaving this godforsaken hostel and going to a hotel. The buffet that we went to just now was an experience. It was really local and authentic, so that was really cool, but like obviously there was a bit of a language barrier going on, so we were just like pointing things. And I chose something that was like tofu, but there was something really slimy inside the tofu, so I was a bit like, oh, I'm not gonna eat that. So we are now in a hotel in Ho Chi Minh. We didn't check out early because the hostel was so horrible. Like, it was alright, but Matti has a job interview today and tomorrow, so he needed the private space. So we checked out one night early. The hostel, okay, so the dorm was supposed to be 10-bed dorm. Already 10 beds for us is a bit of a stretch. It's a bit like a bit too much. This was not even 10 bed, it was 20 bed. There was this really short corridor connecting the 2 spaces, so 20 people were in the same space, and we were sharing 3 toilets. So there were 3 bathrooms and they smelled like pee, even though they were cleaning them, but like so many people were using them. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to have our own bathroom again. Like, the reason we take dorm rooms is because we want to be social in the hostel, but nobody was speaking to you, because I guess if it's such a big dorm, it's like kind of normal that everybody becomes a bit anonymous. I can't pronounce that word, apparently. Now we have a hotel, and actually we have bath. So I think, like, in Finland bathtubs are not common, so I think I'm going to take one. Like, the last time I took a bath was 2013 when I was in the US. Matti's prepping for the interview, so I'm just gonna shut up. But yeah, today has been chill. Like, we went to vote, Matti had a fitting of his suit that I didn't film, and then we've just been eating and I've been working. So see you tomorrow. Okay, so I might have overestimated how much soap you need. Oh well. The next day we headed to the tailor shop again for Matti's final suit fittings. We were taking a crap taxi again and I shamelessly imagined myself to be in Gossip Girl. I never take taxis in Finland, so it just feels so luxurious. Very authentic.
Naisen näen kanssa yhden sama henkilön.
Niin on! Is that salt? Why is there salt? Very handsome. Matti has his second interview for today and then he actually has a third one in the evening, but I came for a walk. I also left my lovely mooming hat in the bus when we went to the tunnels, the Pikachu tunnels. But luckily they have it in the office, so I'm walking to the office and it's a lovely park. People are training, working out. I was actually really surprised by Ho Chi Minh, like how chill it is. Like the traffic is crazy in some areas of the city, but they also have a lot of really nice parks. Like this is a big park. It's really lovely. Love the vibe. Crossing the streets in Ho Chi Minh was sometimes terrifying. Like, this is not even that busy compared to some streets. The trick was to walk slowly, stare ahead and try not to get scared. And definitely not stop. When you walk in a straight line, the scooters know where to pass you. Small one. It's a big one. Later, Matti had his final interview, which went well, let me just say that. So I came to a nearby cafe for an iced tea and people watched. So we have a night bus this evening, or tonight, because it was supposed to be 00, so 12 AM. At midnight, okay. You got the gist, and in our ticket it said that we have to be here 1 hour early. So we came here at 11 and then they just said that we have to wait for 1 hour. Okay, we waited. Then it turned out we had a wrong ticket because I saw one girl who was also a tourist with a ticket that we didn't have, so we went to ask and then there was all this mess and chaos. And then now we have a ticket for 00:30. So 30 past midnight, and we still don't know what's going on because everything is in Vietnamese and nobody can help us, so we will just see if we end up in the bus ever. So this is the bus. This is my bed. I got the worst bed because I'm in the middle, because there's also a row there. You can fit just fine. In the end, the bus was alright to sleep in, even though there wasn't a bathroom, which was stressing me out a bit, not gonna lie. But enjoy these weird clips I took in the middle of the night, half asleep, when we stopped at a gas station.